Welcome to Basic Java Programming. In the previous module, we saw how to use the various input statements in Java. In this module, we'll be doing a couple of programs using those input statements. Let's move on to the first program. Write a program in Java to input two integers and print their sum. Here, the input values are two numbers. The output we have to get is the sum of the numbers. And the process is a calculation, that is addition. For the program, we'll be using the BufferedReader class for the input. So we have created the class sum, and since we are using the BufferedReader class, we have import java.io.star, and we have created the object br. The variables required int a, b, and c. A and b will be the input variables, and c will be the sum. Now let us input the variables. So here we are using the function integer.parseInt to input the integer value. So here we can see we are inputting a and b. For the calculation, we write c equal to a plus b. So the sum will be stored in the variable c. And now to print the value, we use the function system.out.println. Let us compile the program. No errors. Let's run the program. The first number 34, second number 88, and you get the result. Let's move on to the next program. Write a program in Java to input three numbers and print their product. Here the input are the three numbers, the output is the product of the number, and the process is a calculation we have to do, that is multiplication. Let's start the program. Here we have created the class product, and we'll be using the scanner class for input. So we've written import java.util.scanner and also created the scanner object sc. Now let us declare the variables. So you need three variables a, b, and c for the input and the variable prod for the result. Let's input the values. So using the function sc.nextInt, we are inputting the values. So here we have input the first, second, and the third number. For the calculation, we write prod is equal to a into b into c. For multiplication symbol in Java, we use asterisk. So here the result will be stored in the variable prod. And for the output statement, we write system.out.println. Let's compile the program and see. No errors. Let's run the program. So first number 2, second number 3, third number 10. And we get the result 60. Let's move on to the next program. Write a program in Java to input length in meters and print in centimeter. So here we have to input the length in meters and the output is the length in centimeters. So the process here is a calculation using the formula centimeter equal to meter into 100. Let's start the program. Here we have created the class length. Again, we are using the scanner class. So import java.util.scanner and create the scanner object scanner sc equal to new scanner system.in. Let's declare the variables int m for meter, and cm for the output centimeter. Let's write the input statement. So enter the length in meters, m equal to sc.nextInt. The calculation statement, cm equal to m into 100. And the output statement, so centimeter equal to cm centimeters. Or you can also write this many meters is equal to this many centimeters using the system.out.println statement. So let's compile the program and run it. So let me enter 15 meters So centimeter equal to 1500 centimeters, or 15 meters is equal to 1500 centimeters. Let's move on to the next program. Write a program in Java to input length and breadth of a rectangle and print its area and perimeter. Here the input value are the length and breadth, and the output is the area and perimeter. So the process is a calculation. We have to calculate two values. One is area, which is length into breadth, and perimeter is 2 into length plus breadth. So here we have created a class rectangle, and we'll be using the buffered class reader. So import java.io.star and then create the object br for the buffered reader class. Let's declare the variables. So since area will be in decimal points, so we are using the data type double. So double L, B, that is length and breadth, and then A for area and P for perimeter. Let's write the input statements. So here we are using the function double.parseDouble to input the value because it's a double data type. So here we are inputting the length as well as the breadth. For calculation, we write area equal to L into B and perimeter equal to 2 into L plus B. The output statements for area as well as perimeter. Let's compile the program. No errors. Let's run the program. So the length, let's put 10 and the breadth 5. So there, area is L into B, 10 into 550, and perimeter 30. Let's move on to the next program. Write a program in Java to input marks in 5 subjects and print the total and percentage. So the input value here is the mark of 5 subjects and the output is the total and percentage. So here the marks we can input as integers, and the output value for the percentage you can input can be a double value. The process is a calculation. So you find the total by adding all the numbers, and the percentage you can calculate as total by 5, assuming that the marks were given out of 100. So here we have created the class marks. We're using the scanner class. So let us declare the variables. So integer value for the marks in 5 subjects, M1, M2, M3, M4 and M5, and for the total. And the percentage will be a double data type. Let's input the values. So here we are using sc.nextInt because they are integer values. So for 5 subjects I have given English, Hindi, Math, Science, Social Science. And now let's do the calculation part. So total equal to M1 plus M2 plus M3 plus M4 plus M5. And percentage is calculated as taught by 5.0. Now since percentage is a double value, we use 5.0. Now to print the output, we are printing the total marks as well as the percentage. Let's compile the program. No errors. Let's run the program. So for English, Hindi, Mathematics, Science, Social Science. So you get the answer for the total marks as well as the percentage. Let's do the next program. Write a program in Java to input radius of a circle and print its area and circumference. So here the input is the radius and the output are the area and circumference. The process, the calculation part, area is given as pi r square and perimeter is 2 pi r. Let's do the program. We have created the class circle, and using the scanner class, we are going to do the program. So import java.util.scanner and we create the scanner object using the statement scanner SC equal to new scanner system.in. Let's declare the variables. So we are using double data type for radius, area and circumference. Let's input the radius now. So r equal to SC dot next double. So we are using next double because it's a double data type. Now the calculation of area and perimeter or circumference. So area is equal to pi r square. For that 3.14 into r, and circumference is 2 pi r. So 2 into pi value 3.14 into r. Now let's do the output statements. So we're printing the area as well as the circumference. Let's compile. No errors. Close the program. And let's run the program. So radius, let me give 10. So you get the area of the circle as well as circumference. Over to the next program. Write a program in Java to input the distance traveled by a car and time taken and calculate the speed of the car. So here the input is the distance traveled and the time taken, and the output is the speed of the car. So the process, the calculation formula used is speed equal to distance by time. Now to do the program, we have created the class speed using the buffered class reader. So import java.io.star, and we have created the object br. Now let us declare the variables. So we're using double data type for distance, r and speed. Let's input the values, distance and time taken. So we are using again double dot pass double since we are inputting a double value for both distance as well as for time, that is r. For the calculation part, speed is equal to distance by time. So SP equal to dist by r. So for division we use slash symbol in Java. And for the output statement, speed equal to SP. Let's compile the program. No errors. Let's run and see. Distance traveled in kilometers, that be 10 kilometers. Time taken 2 hours, so 5.0 kilometer per hour. For the next program, write a program in Java to input 3 sides of a triangle and calculate the perimeter. So input are the 3 sides, side 1, side 2 and side 3. The output is the perimeter. So for the calculation, perimeter equal to side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3. We have created the class triangle for the program. We are using the scanner class. Let's declare the variables. So we are using integer values. So int a, b and c for the sides and peri for the perimeter. Let's input the values, the 3 sides of the triangle. So first side, second side and the third side using the function sc.nextInt. For the calculation, perimeter equal to a plus b plus c. Let's print the output using system.out.println. Compile the program and let's run it. The first side, second, third. So you get the perimeter. Next program, write a program in Java to input principal, amount, years and rate of interest and calculate the simple interest. So here the input are the principal amount, the time and the rate of interest, and the output is the simple interest. So for the calculation, the formula given is simple interest is equal to principal into time into rate of interest by 100 or PRT by 100. So the program, we have created the class interest. And let's declare the variables. So we're using the data type double, P, R, T and I. Let's input the values for the principal, rate of interest and the time. So we are using sc.next double function because it's a double value. For the calculation, use the formula I equal to PRT by 100. And let's write the output statement. Compile, no errors. Let's run the program. So principal amount, that would be 15,000. Time in years, 2 years. And the rate of interest, 6%. And you get the simple interest. Let's see the next program. Write a program in Java to input temperature in Celsius and print the output in Fahrenheit. So the input will be the Celsius temperature. The output will be the Fahrenheit temperature. And the calculation formula given is F equal to 9 by 5 into C plus 32. So for the program, we have created the class temp. We are using the scanner class. Let's declare the variables. So we're using C for Celsius and F for Fahrenheit. Let's input the Celsius temperature. So we use sc.next double. For the calculation, F equal to 9 by 5 into C plus 32. Let's write the output statement to print the Fahrenheit temperature. Compile and run the program. So Celsius temperature, let's put it as 100 degrees and you get the Fahrenheit 132. So I hope you have got an overall idea of how to use the input statements in Java. In the coming module, we'll see the decision-making statements, if-else statements and switch case statements. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.